a movie, a documentary about people that use the Bible and things from the Bible that reference of gays being abomination and God hates gays and they all should fucking die. If you're gay, you're gonna die and you're an evil motherfucker and you'll go to hell and blah blah blah. And so the documentary basically talks about a group of people that all were gay and or are gay. Because one of the people are actually, one of the young women in the movie are dead. So it shows each kind of a group. So as a group, it's somebody that comes out that they're gay, and ultimately it's about the family accepting it. And some of these people are important figures, as Dick Gephardt, who has ran for president of the United States. His daughter, who is gay, is in this. Talks about one of the first bishops that we have that's gay, and it has his story, and it shows the God hates fags group, and which kind of brings me to this. So it's kind of like two stories into one. I got sent this article that shows and states the Westboro Baptist Church founder Fred Phelps Sr. is on the edge of death. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. And right now, it says, the Reverend Fred Phelps, leader of the controversial Westboro Baptist Church in Topeka, Kansas, is reportedly near death. No one's going to protest against this guy's death. Westboro Baptist Church founder Fred Phelps Sr. has been admitted to a hospice facility and is on the edge of death, straight son revealed. The 84-year-old preacher established a small Kansas church in 1955 and made it a household name by picketing funerals, public events, and businesses when hateful signs attacked gay people, Jews, and others. I've learned that my father, Fred Phelps, senior pastor of the God Hates Fags Westboro Baptist Church, found at death in Midland Hospice in Topeka, Kansas, Sunday. Phelps wrote on Facebook. Steve Dre in Westboro spokesman confirmed Sunday that Phelps is in ill health. I can tell you that Fred Phelps is having some health problems during said he's an old man and old people get health problems. In his Facebook post, Nathan Phelps, who left the church 37 years ago, said Westboro excommunicated his father in August. Dre declined to comment on whether Phelps has been voted out of the church he established. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Terribly ironic that his devotion to God ends this way, destroyed by the monster he made. Nathan Phelps wrote in the post, which had been shared more than 1,000 times as of Sunday night. I feel sad for all the hurt he's caused so many. I feel sad for those who will lose the grandfather and father they loved. The Westboro members frequently protest funerals of American soldiers with signs bearing messages like God, thank God for dead soldiers, and thank God for 9/11, claiming the deaths are a divine punishment for the country's tolerance of homosexuality. They first attracted widespread attention by picketing the 1998 funeral of Matthew Shepard, a Wyoming college student tortured and killed in an anti-gay attack. The Southern Poverty Law Center, a civil rights nonprofit organization, has described Westboro as a hate group, and some people reacted to Nathan Phelps' Facebook post with glee. Thank God he is almost dead. Party time. User Victor Burgess wrote below the post. Others preach goodwill. I may not have supported his lifestyle. In fact, I stand for everything this church is against.
Hello, everybody. How's my little sweet peas?
The church is
we're here.
Federal law limiting protest at funerals for soldiers.
We're alive.
Strictly news on pickering at funeral sites.
And I thought it was relevant to play that bit first thing in the morning because that guy died. That guy officially fucking died. The guy who runs the God Hates Fags Church is officially dead. Alright, he's dead. So, you got the update first thing in the morning, and guess what? He's dead. He's a fucking corpse. So, wondering if he made it to heaven? Who knows? But he's dead. Fucking dead. The West Memphis Borough fucking church guy is dead. Just a fucking worm food. He's just dead. Okay? Dead. You know what dead is? Do you know what dead is? Dead is just fucking worm food. And I'll tell you, I don't even know if the worms would eat that guy. Seriously. I don't know if the worms would eat that guy. I don't know if Fred Phelps would literally, I think the fucking worms would shy away from him. But I played that bit in the beginning instead of some music so that you guys would know that he's dead, a fucking corpse. At 11:15 p.m. he died. And what the fuck are you gonna do? Hopefully, wouldn't that be something? Well, because listen, first off, the guy lived till he was 84. So right there, it tells you something that somebody was looking out for him. I mean, let's face it. We can talk about all the bad things that he did and preaching hate, but the cocksucker lived till he was 84 years old. Add up how many people in their lifetimes that we know of that are good people and that die so soon. Bill Gates, foreshadowing. Steve Jobs, dead. Gary Coleman, dead. Dana Plato, dead. Bunch of porn actors and actresses, dead. Jesus Christ. Paul Walker, Fast and Furious guy, dead. This goes on of people that didn't live to be 84 years old. And not to mention all them chinks on that fucking Malaysian Airlines, all 237 of them, dead, fucking dead. And the West Memphis, Kansas Borough, God Hates Fag Church guy, this fucker lived till he was 84 years old. I'll tell you something. God might hate fags, but I think God liked Fred Phelps because he lived till he was 84. I'd like to live till I'm 84. I don't want to die young. Seriously. I'm getting to that age where I start thinking about, holy shit, I'm 40 now. In theory, if I can live till I'm 80, I've only got 40 more years left. But in all reality, I'll probably die when I'm fucking 60 or 70. So if you think about it, I got less than half the time I have already spent on this earth. That trips me the fuck out, man. That trips me the fuck out. So you know what? There might be something said for God hates fags guy. And if you think about it, there's a lot of evil motherfuckers that promote a lot of evil shit in this fucking world. And I'm not talking about your Hitlers or people like that. I'm talking about these types of Bible thumpers, these religious zealots that you wind up hearing live to be like in their fucking 80s. Strom Thurmond, the senator that lived till he was like 100. I mean, I'm joking, but the cocksucker lived a very long time. He was part of fucking the South and segregation and fucking basically raped his fucking housekeeper, his black housekeeper, and fathered a black child that they had to keep secret. This cocksucker lived till he was like fucking 90 years old. To fucking member of the Senate, big old party. Again, it's very, very telling that these types of people live a long, long time, and they all live for a long, long time, saying that God has their back. Who are we to complain, or who are we to question when you look at a piece of shit like this, Fred Phelps, and him and his people are screaming outside of military funerals, saying that 9/11 is because you know, God hates the soldiers. I mean, they're horrible things, but the guy lived till he was 84 years old, and he died in natural causes. Natural causes in a hospice, in a fucking hospital. I mean, Jesus Christ. A guy that literally stood outside with signs that said, fuck the soldiers. A guy that fucking would send people out to funerals and say, this is all because God hates you. You had the guy, think about this. Think about this. The guy actually talked about the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary School being because God is upset that the country is acceptance of homosexuals, and he talked about how gays and lesbians should be put to death. Okay? Think about this. These are the things that he said. He fucking picketed that Andrew or Matthew Shepard's funeral. That's the young man that was tortured and murdered because he was gay back in '98. These are the things that this guy Phelps was part of. He was the breeder of hate. Okay? The breeder of hate. And guess what? The fucker died of natural causes at the age of 84. Unbelievable. So, go figure. God must not have hated this guy too much, because God let him live till he was 84. Didn't give him any type of fucked up disease where he was all fucking just emaciatedly fucking nasty. God didn't have him get in a car accident like Paul Walker where he fucking gets burned alive. God didn't even have him taking a tour of the South Tower on 9/11. That fucking airplane blowing up. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Oh no. No, 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 no. God didn't even have him going surfing and a shark attack a surfboard and gnaw him to death. No. God said, I like you, God hates fags guy, and I'm going to let you live a really long, long time. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you live until you're about 84, and then you're going to go peacefully of just being old in a fucking hospital in the hospice. What do you think of that? And he went, okay, sounds pretty good to me. So, again, hey, says a lot. It says a lot for everybody's faith and God and exactly what it all means. Tom Byron just hit me and said Strom Thurmond actually lived till he was 100. So basically, Strom Thurmond, fucking a guy who was part of fucking slavery. The guy who was basically part of fire hosing black people and calling them subhuman. That guy lived till he was 100. And he was in Congress making laws prohibiting black people from being able to vote. I mean, Strom Thurmond was part of basically the promotion of firebombing freedom rides and killing people. No bullshit. Did he throw the Molotov cocktails? Of course not. But Strom Thurmond was part of the South. He was part of the era when denying African Americans life, liberty, and happiness was a common cause, and he did rape his fucking maid and father a fucking child. That we know. And when you say rape, what, he beat her up? No. But the girl worked for him. The lady fucking back in the 50s and 60s basically couldn't say no, you white devil. So she had to fucking open up her big black ass and let this old crusty douchebag fuck her and impregnate her. And then they had a child that they had to fucking hide. So, ladies and gentlemen, that, my friends, is somebody that lived to be 100. So, again, this imaginary man in the sky that everybody prays to and says that he doesn't want you to do bad things in life. I don't know about that, because Fred Phelps just died and he went peaceful of natural causes at 84. That doesn't seem like he was punished too much. Seemed like God kind of liked him. So, he's dead. And that's a little top story that I thought I would share with you guys first thing in the morning. And I played the clip to refresh your guys' brains with the dead guy. All right. Anyways, it's the Rob Black Show. Welcome to the Rob Black Show. Welcome to the most watched program in the entire world. Welcome to the most watched website in the entire world. And I'm talking about the RobBlackShow.com and AdultFYI.com. Both sites are the greatest. Both sites are the most entertaining, and that's what we do here at the Rob Black Show. We strive to bring you nothing but pure entertainment. So let's continue with the program. Again, I am your host, Roberto Negro. Some people just call me fucking delicious. And continuing our trend from last night and our infatuation with Brad Armstrong, I'm not going to keep going with this because yesterday afternoon we did video selfies of ourselves. Well, I guess that's redundant, isn't it? Video selfies of ourselves. We did video selfies, and that turned into sending them to Brad. And we waited for a response, which in turn we got a response, which actually came last night before we went on the air at 8 o'clock. And before we went on, we got a bunch of tweets and responses from Brad, which were nice. And we talked about naked pictures, genitals, lunch, all in that order. And I sent Brad a picture of my testicles. I did. He requested them. Well, not literally, he didn't say, let me have a picture of your testicles. But it was, let me have a picture. It won't be a top half or a bottom half. And he didn't want to go to McDonald's. So I sent him a bottom half picture. I didn't want to send him my cock. So instead I sent him a picture of my balls. I was cupping my balls. It was a ballsy, that we call it, a ballsy picture. So I sent Brad my balls, and then I sent him my phone number, my super secret private phone number that nobody really has. I'd say probably about 7 people literally have that number. And I even told him that that homo Axel Braun doesn't even have my newest cell number. I mean, it's super private. It's super secret. Okay? I don't give it out to anybody. It's the most awesome, super, it's like fucking beyond secret. And if you think you have it, and you call me and I discover that it's been sent out to the world, I'll change the fucking number. Oh, yes, I will. Oh, yes, I will. Oh, yes, I will. So, I sent Brad my number, and of course I said on a serious note, no ballsies, no pictures of sacks. Call me up or text me. Phew, fuck you. Oh, fuck. I feel like President Obama that day. He was sneezing when he was trying to give a speech. Jesus Christ. So I told Brad, all ballsy pictures aside, when you get a chance, text me or call me or email me so that we could go and go watch a Rush concert. And we could jam out to them playing Limelight. And I said that might be too much of a pop culture reference. You might have to search that one out. I don't even know if you've seen that movie with Paul Rudd and Jason Segel. But regardless, I said, give me a call. Now, that email went out last night at about 11 o'clock, guys, and it's 12:24 p.m. right now. I have gotten no call back. I've gotten no responses on my phone. So basically, I'm feeling a little neglected right now. I'm feeling like a girl, or I should say, I'm feeling like a guy that goes out with the girl for the first date, and they get home. And then he he has to decide when he's going to make that call again. When do you make the second call? When you make the first call. You don't want to seem too stalkerish. Now, one of our listeners, Crippled Dan, who's also a huge Brad Armstrong fan, because Brad Armstrong gave him a free copy of a movie, Underworld. And Crippled Dan said he felt that with all of my rape talk and my violent rape speeches, that I might have scared Brad away, that Brad might be thinking that rape could be in his immediate future, that I could get all gassed up one day, we go out to lunch, and a little bit of rape appears. Now, if Brad Armstrong's listening right now, I have to tell him there's no rape. Rape is not on my mind. Rape was on my mind last night at about 1:30 in the morning when I was working out. There was a lot of rape going on. I was doing my fucking curls. Oh my God, I was screaming so loud that Katie even said, people have to hear you. People have to fucking hear you. I said, I don't fucking care. And I said, if you get any closer to me, I'm going to fucking punch you in your fucking face and start raping you right now. I swear to God. She's on this little fucking, she gets on the apparatus where you put your arms in and you're dangling your feet and you lift your legs up. I have her go on there and tighten up her stomach. I get done with like one set of fucking curls and I just fucking walk over and I just start fucking hitting her fucking stomach. Boom, boom, boom. She's like, you just, I said, fucking toughen up, motherfucker. You should see this little motherfucker, man. She's going to be on camera with us next week, starting a segment of the show that will be, we've been talking about, we've now perfected it, and you'll see her. This motherfucker does lift. You should see she's like fucking Sarah Connor from Terminator. That's how I tell her. She goes, I never seen Terminator. So you never fucking seen Terminator? I never seen Terminator. So motherfucker, this little fuck is just all fucking muscled out. She's doing the machine, like where you get the weights and you do the thing like this, and then you put your hands like this, and she's doing like 40 pounds, this little fuck. She's doing 40 pounds. She's like this. 40 pounds. For a girl, a little 112-pound girl, this motherfucker. 100 pounds she's doing it. That's big action, for Christ's sakes. Fucking, she's like fucking 100 pounds. Just 30 pounds. Not bad. She weighs 113 pounds. And she's doing 30 pounds. Literally, she gets done. She's like this, swollen up. She's like, let's go. Let's go rape. I'm like, I told her, I said, me and you, we're going to fucking run around this complex and just rape people. I'll get him in the fucking, you will get your strap on, and me and you will fucking rape guys, we'll rape girls, we will fucking rape the security guard, we'll rape the fucking, the apartment complex, man, we will fucking rape everybody. We will go on a fucking rape spree. We will fucking rape. So, my boy Dan, the crippled one, this fuck, was concerned that maybe Brad is a little scared of my rape. And like I said, I just want to really, Patrick sent me the clip and for the movie. I just want to do I Love You, Man. And that's the movie I'm talking about with Brad. And I just want to basically reenact that scene from the movie. Okay, and that's the movie with Jason Segel and Paul Rudd. It's called I Love You, Man. Okay, it's I Love You, Man, and it's the part where they're at the Rush concert. Okay, and they're watching Rush, one of the greatest bands in the world when you were like, I don't know, 17. And this is the part. This is the song. Dude, I'm telling you, this would be great. Me and Brad, we're just fucking dancing. It's okay. And the girlfriend, she's like looking at them, and they're like fucking dancing. That'd be like Katie. Katie's like, what the fuck is going on? Me and Brad were like, fucking. This is the best part. And then he got, and now Jason Segel's got fucking Paul Rudd on his shoulder. Well, I'm smaller than Brad, so I'm gonna get on Brad's shoulders and start fucking dancing. It's called I Love You, Man, the Rush concert on YouTube. And just, you gotta see it, you gotta watch it, and then just envision me and Brad Armstrong dancing and fucking playing the fucking air guitar. I'm telling you, man, that would be a great skit. That would be a great skit, and the selfie music video would be a great skit. If you guys haven't seen the selfie music video by the Chainsmokers, not Cocksmokers, but the Chainsmokers, and it starts with these two girls in a club bathroom, and the girls talking about other people, like talking shit on other people, and we played it yesterday, and it then cuts into, you know, you fucking guys, you gotta go to the goddamn Chainsmoker fucking video, okay? And it's classic. It's not as classic as I Love You, Man, but it's close. So this is the music video, and if you guys go, it's called Selfie, official music video, Chainsmokers. Now, if you watch it, this is my vision. Okay, it's a bunch of clubs, and people are dancing, going crazy.
When Jason was at the table,
There.
I heard him look at me while he was with that other girl. Do you think he was just doing that to make me jealous? Because he was totally texting me all night last night, and
So it's two girls in a club bathroom, and they're in the mirror, and the shot is as if the mirror's looking at them. So they're like doing their hair and doing this. And this girl is talking while this is going on to her friend.
The girl, do you think he was just doing that to make me jealous? Because he was totally texting me all night last night. I don't know what to booty call or not. So, what do you think? Do you think that girl is pretty? That girl even that in here. Do you see her? She's so short and that dress is so tacky. Where's the chair? It's not even summer. What? Usually if you want to play summertime sack, I was happening in the bathroom. Can you open your finger? I don't need one. But first, let me take a selfie.
So my vision would be, it's me and Brad Armstrong in the bathroom, and we're doing that routine. So we're sitting there and we're like fixing our hair, and we're talking about you know, chicks and going with the chick, and then we're like, oh my God, did you see like David Lard walk in? Like, who wears leather pants anymore with like a vest like that? Oh my God, and he's got like eyeliner on, and oh my God. And then it's like, oh, let's take a selfie. And then me and Brad are fucking dancing. It's fucking classic. So I want to do these things. But Cripple Dan thinks that Brad might be scared off because of the forced rape. So I don't know. I haven't gotten a response in the email back because, see, I'm thinking that might open the doors for then me to be able to get Jessica to do some of the Odd Couple skits with Katie Summers, which would be priceless. And then, you know, there's fucking Jessica going to Katie's house. She goes to move in. It'd be great. Come on, it'd be awesome. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying to build and work for you guys to bring humor to the Rob Black program, okay? I'm fucking trying. I don't know if it'll be successful, but I'm fucking trying. But 2 videos would be awesome for me and Brad. Selfie by the Chainsmokers, and of course, I Love You Man, and the Rush concert scene would be fucking great. It'd be awesome. And I would be on his shoulders, because I am smaller than him. He's bigger than me. Seriously, he's fucking. I'm in far much svelter, better shape than Brad. So I would be the Paul Rudd. He would be the Jason Segel character. Okay, I would be the Paul Rudd. I know. Anyways, we'll see. I haven't gotten my response back from Brad. As far as all I know is that he's excommunicated me. I'm on the outs, and that's it. Okay? That's it. I'm done. Okay? Anyways, it's the Rob Black Show. We'll wait. Maybe we'll get a response at the end of the program today. If not, our hearts will be broken, and that will be that. Oh, I was looking in the news today, not the mainstream news, but the pornography news. And I seen something that I was wondering if we might be able to get in on. Oh, God. It would really be up to Tom Byron. And when I say I was looking at AVN, my bad, and I take it back. I was looking at Manvin. Manvian. Ooh, I like that. Manvian. That's pretty good. Manvian. Manvian. That would work, wouldn't it? Manvian. Yeah, Manvian. That works. Manvian. Manvian. That actually works. Manvian. So, I was looking at Manvian, okay, and Manvian, and the concept of, and let me oh God, let me get to the story, and I'm going to see if we can get in on this. But again, this would be a Tom Byron. He would have to do the he would have to do the legwork on this. So we'll see what matriculates out of this, and this will be a project up to everybody's favorite living legend, Tom Byron. So I noticed on Manvian that XRCO is having a 30th anniversary super extravaganza award show. And the top line says sponsorship opportunities are open. Now let me read you guys the press release. Let me give them a little plug here. Let me give them a plug on the ROB Black Show. And it states this: Hollywood, California, the annual XRCO Award Show is right around the corner. And this year, the organization celebrates 3 decades of honoring the very best in the adult industry for 2014. The XRCO Awards returns to Hollywood Boulevard with a star-studded show at OHM, formerly called Highlands Hollywood, on Wednesday, April 16th. Co-hosting for the 30th anniversary show are XXX legends Ronald Jeremy and Julia Ann, along with one of the hottest stars in the industry, Bonnie Rockin. This high-powered trio takes the stage on April 16th for a night of fun, nostalgia, and honors for the biggest and brightest stars in the adult entertainment industry. The XRCO Award Show is the biggest industry-only party, and is sponsored 100% by the generosity of its sponsors. This year's sponsors so far include industry mainstays Wicked Pictures, Evil Angel, Vivid Video, IAFD.com, and Axel Braun Production. Our sponsors are always fantastic, said XRCO Chairman Dirty Bob. They always step up for us. We can always use more sponsors at all levels to help cover the costs of our show. Suggested sponsorship levels can be found here, which is a click on. Sponsorship opportunities in the main menu at the top of the page for the full list. Anyone interested, please respond ASAP as the cutoff date for sponsorship and ads is fast approaching. Anyone interested in participating as a sponsor for the award show can contact Dirty Bob. The 2014 XRCO Award Show takes place April 16th at 8 p.m. Red carpet starts at 7 p.m. at OHM, formerly called Highlands and Hollywood, newly remodeled. Click here for information, and you can follow us on Twitter. Wow, that was, what the fuck was that? That was loud. Anyways, what I'm looking at and what I want Tom Byron to do is a couple things, okay? And we're going to see if Tom Byron can make this happen, if he can put this together, and if he can, you know, do something with this event. So I'm going to have Tom Byron email Dirty Bob, okay? And I want Tom Byron to ask what are the sponsorship opportunities that are available for the XRCO Awards, and what are the price level of the packages, and 3, because that's 2 questions, and 3 is if we take a sponsorship out in some form, basically kick in some money to this fucking thing, can we have a little section there where Tom Byron can go with our cameraman, because we, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, you motherfuckers, we have a cameraman now. Yes, we do. The same person that's been working on our Roku channel is also somebody that's highly trained at still photography and videography, and he is equipped with all of his own equipment. So what I would like to know is, with our sponsorship package, can we have, and I'm saying I don't want just a roving area, I want a little section where Tom Byron and the Rob Black Show staff can set up and do exclusive interviews from the XRCO. And Tom Byron can run around there with our camera crew, and they can interview the top stars for the XRCO show. And they'll have a microphone that says the Rob Black Show on it. And Tom Byron will say, "Hi, it's Tom Byron here for the Rob Black Show. And I'm talking to Ron Jeremy. Ron, how are you?" "Oh, hey, Tom, how are you?" "Cool, Ron. Listen, let me ask you a question. Why are you still alive, but the Malaysian airline passengers have all fucking died? Why is this, Ron? Why are you still alive, Ron?" "Oh, Tom, I didn't know you had asked." "Okay, great, Ron. Ron, let me ask you this question, Ron. Your penis, when is the last time it actually worked, Ron? Tell us, Ron." So, basically, I want Tom Byron, and I will give him a list of questions and lists of people to go and interview. And, of course, we'll start out gentle. You know, we'll start out nice. So Tom Byron will go, and he'll go up to, you know, Julianne, because he fucked her a bunch of times. And he'll ask her questions and really suck her in, and then he'll give her some fucking left-right questions and see if she gets pissed off and screams into the microphone, "Fuck you, Rob Black," and "Fuck you, Tom Byron. Go fuck yourself." So basically, I'm feeling a sense of excitement. And we could get Katie Summers possibly to do the red carpet, and she could be like Joan Rivers and critique everybody's outfit. And she could go and ask all the girls questions. And she could be like, "Hello, it's Katie Summers here for the Rob Black Show. And we're on the red carpet, and we're going to go see Jessica Drake. Oh, my God." And then she'll run over to Jessica Drake and go, "Jessica, tell me about your dress." And then Jessica would tell her about her dress. So we'll have Tom Byron hit up Dirty Bob and say, "Bob, what are your sponsorship opportunities, number 1? Number 2, we, with a sponsorship opportunity, would like a place at the XRCOs where the Rob Black Show could set up so we could broadcast and do some interviews from the goddamn show. Because, ladies and gentlemen, okay, ladies and gentlemen, the show is on a motherfucking Wednesday, which means we will be broadcasting. It starts at 8 p.m., which we will be broadcasting. Red carpet starts at 7 p.m. So what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is we could actually be broadcasting live while this XRCO is going on. We literally can be broadcasting live from this event while this is going on. 7 o'clock, we can start our show an hour early. It's not a big deal. We can do a feed from that show. If we have a table set up or a little place where we can have a computer set up, we could easily launch our feed and have a second window that is up in the robblackshow.com and adultfyi.com. And Tom Byron easily can have these people come over to where that window is and be on camera and be on live so the entire world can be watching and listening to the XRCO. So we're going to have Tom Byron, and I know he hasn't gone anywhere. I know Tom Byron hasn't gone anywhere. I know he's not anywhere getting the car smog checked. I know that I guess Tom Byron just sent me there was a tweet from Bill Margold, that jerk off, that said, I wonder if the Black Plague will allow Tom Byron out to play at XRCO 30 on Wednesday, April 16th. Be an honor to have him there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just laid it out. There's how the Black Plague will allow Tom Byron to play at the XRCO. Very simply put, we will contact Dirty Bob, and Tom Byron will talk to Dirty Bob about a sponsorship so that our fucking name is on top of the headlines alongside Vivid and Axel Braun and Wicked. And I want a little place set up where Tom Byron can conduct interviews live on the air, and we will broadcast it on the robblackshow.com. It will be huge. It will be highly entertaining, and I will be able to interact with people because this will all be live. Our program starts at 8 p.m. Every night, and the XRCOs start at 8 p.m. Red carpet starts at 7 p.m., and we will actually broadcast with a pre-award style show. And if all goes according to plan, we will have Katie Summers broadcasting the red carpet at 7 p.m. and talking to all the celebrities and all of their wonderful outfits, and she will be seeing exactly how well dressed they are. So, as they throw challenges out to us, I throw them right back. Okay? So, if they want Tom Byron to come out and play, Patrick, give me the fucking Warriors bit. Warriors, come out to play. Warriors. So that's going to be the question is, how bad does XRCO want to play? And how much do they want to be put on the map and actually have people give a shit about that fucking show? Actually have people be excited about that show. Have people actually see what the fuck is going to happen that night when Rob Black produces and broadcasts live from XRCO, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the question. And we will wait for the answer when Tom Byron reaches out to Dirty Bob. Okay? When he reaches out to Dirty Bob and says, Dirty Bob, what are the sponsorship packages, especially where we get our fucking name put across the top of your fucking website? Okay? Pipeline Media. Come on, that's Raj T. Pipe. We want a fucking banner right next to Raj T. Pipe and next to Axel Braun. We want to be right in between. Okay? That's where we want to be, right in between. Dirty Bob. And then our table's got to be placed somewhere where we can have the people coming over, talking to Tom Byron, appearing live on the Rob Black Show, and of course, Katie Summers then getting them on the red carpet. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I'm thinking, and now it's in Tom Byron's hands, okay? It's in the Secretary of State. Let's see if fucking Mr. Tom Kerry can put this deal together and make this happen. So we'll see. And if it happens, great. If it doesn't, it's the XRCO loss. But this could actually be the XRCO's biggest night. And what better to have this happen? And then on the XRCO's 30th award show, their 30th anniversary, and on the 30th anniversary, what happens? Rob Black, baby. Rob Black Show broadcast live from there with Tom Byron conducting interviews, Katie Summers conducting the red carpet, and Rob Black holding anchor here at the studios, high atop of the world's dirtiest, filthiest, stinkiest strip club. So that will be Tom Byron's project. We'll see how that goes, and we'll go from there. Oh, thank you, Patrick. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This will be I will say, this will be our call to Dirty Bob and the people at XRCO. This is the call. Are you guys ready for this? If they got the balls, to have the RobBlackShow.com broadcast, baby, we're there. And ladies and gentlemen, here's our call.
Warriors, come out to play. Warriors, come out to play. Warriors, come out to play.
There it is. Warriors come out to play. It's the Rob Black Show. We're approaching the 1 o'clock hour. You know what that means? It's time to take a break. Yes, it is. And we'll be back in less than 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Yes, we will. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and we'll be back. And until then, I want you guys to listen to a special and heartwarming little bit, and that is called Fat and the World of Fat. into this whole fact and why I'm looking at something on AVN that's disturbing. So let's jump into this right now. And so I saw a story as one of the top stories, and it was earlier today. And I thought we could jump into it because I haven't figured out why we promote this as our business. And God, I let me get to it. Let me get to it. I need my teeth fixed. People are like, wow, what the fuck are you talking about? I need my teeth fixed. Fucking teeth fucking with me. Everything's fucking with me. Everybody's fucking with me. Alright, everybody's fucking with me. I gotta go work out tonight. I gotta go, seriously, I gotta work out. I didn't work out Saturday and Sunday, so I gotta go hit the gym tonight. You guys are fucking killing me, and I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. So, with that being said, let's talk about not being fat. Alright? Let's talk about not being fat. And we'll dwell into that right now. So, one of the stories that were out today that dealt with being fat and why we celebrate the whole concept of being fat and why it's a disease. And I don't get why we would celebrate a goddamn disease when those of us in the real world, and when you live in the real world, which is what I do, and that real world does not celebrate being fat. And what I mean by that is most people trying to get in shape, lose weight, eat healthy, generally take care of yourself. But in this business, we celebrate being fat. And the sad thing is, we revere it. And another thing I noticed was that this business also has completely thrown out the window of anybody being, what do they call it? Impartial. Like the day when the porn business actually used to not commingle with AVN, or I should say magazine. There was actually a sense of priority. Christ. Basically, if you hung out with Paul Fishbein and you would party and do drugs together and bang hookers together, it didn't look real good come awards time. Because if you won a fucking award, people would say it's because you're partying and gave Paul Fishbein belong. Okay? Nah. When Manwood bought AVN, which everybody denies and says bullshit, 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 and we all say bullshit, Bullshit, nothing. AVN is bought and owned by Manlin and the entire conglomerate from Raoul Christensen on down, and it is 100% part of them. And Wicked is owned by Manlin. A piece of Wicked is owned by Manlin. And at the end of the day, they're all an incestuous inbreeding fuck factor, and nothing that is the award show, nothing that is this business is legitimate anymore when it comes to AVN and awards and so forth and so on. Now, let me bring something up to you guys, and it's all in the context of this article, and we'll celebrate the industry's infatuation with being unhealthy and being fucking obese. So, the story that was in AVN today was Jessica Drake and Kelly Shabari rap plus-size instruction. What that means is fat girls, okay? They want to put a nice label on it because, of course, we are in some weirdo society where you can't say fat. You have to say plus size. It's fat. That's what it is. When I weighed 250 pounds, when I weighed 258, I was fat. I wasn't plus size. I wasn't big boned. I was fat. I was obese. And according to the CDC, it's a fucking disease. So, let me continue. Wicked Pictures contract director performer Jessica Drake and award-winning BBW performer, not AVN award-winning performer, Fat Fuck of the Year, because she didn't win that award. Okay? Kelly Shabari didn't win the female performer Fat Fuck of the Year award for AVN. So she ain't that award winner. Have completed principal photography for their new collaborative addition to Drake's multiple AVN award crown instructional series, Jessica Drake's Guide to Wicked Sex for Fat Fucks. From the inception of my series, Guide to Wicked Sex, I wanted it to be a unique educational hybrid, an all-inclusive resource to everyone interested in realizing their sexual potential, Drake said. When I began doing seminars and workshops years ago, I quickly realized women and couples of all sizes were lacking options. And it seemed many fat fuck movies were still upholding the cliche and stereotypes, often in a derogatory fashion. What derogatory fashion? If you're an obese motherfucker, that's the movie you should be in. Whale Watchers, The Big Fat and the Ugly. What do you want to do? You want to put them in fucking fucking prom queen videos, you motherfuckers? Tell me one movie in Hollywood that I saw at the Oscars last night that got awards that showed big fat motherfuckers being glorified. None. Thank you. Next. She continued, I have long admired Kelly for her sex-positive attitude. Her determination, it ain't determination to lose weight and get in shape. How about that determination? Her only determination she's got is to eat a big bowl of fucking ham. And her desire to educate. But again, educate what? If she was educating people, she would tell people to lose weight because being obese is not healthy. Next. Okay, next. Over the past year, we gradually built up the water to embark on what I feel is one of the greatest volumes in the entire series. And I'm very grateful for her input and expertise.
Back, ladies and gentlemen.
Her expertise in being a fat broad.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? I shouldn't be so mean to fat people. I should be nice to fat people. I should be nice to people that
are really just into.
I want all the ham. 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 I want all the ham.
Okay, God. I mean, what's wrong with me? It's not right. It's not right at all. Oh man, fat. It's fat. I wonder how Kelly Shabari's that steak and blowjob day went that she did. Like, how do you think that fucking thing went? Do you think it went smashingly? Do you think she had a ton of fucking steak and a lot of blowjobs? How do you think that fucking thing went? Oh man, yeah, baby. Oh man, I had I'm trying to up my protein intake, and I was reading in a health book. Who reads a health book? Like, I'm sitting there with a bodybuilder book, you know. Ooh, look at him in his fucking shorts and his muscle gear. I'm sitting there online looking at the concepts of lean muscle mass and all that bullshit. And the people were talking about that you should be having, if you want to build muscle and don't look like a girly man, about a pound. For every pound you weigh, that's how much in grams you should be having of protein. So, what the fuck, man? They got just beasts in this club. So, if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be eating about 150 grams of protein. That's what I was reading. If you want to actually fucking bring beer in. It's one of them days, guys, that you should be ingesting about 150 grams of protein. So right now I'm up to about 158 right now. And you know something? You can really tell, and I think you could tell drastically from December, the month of December, when I peaked at about 138, 139 pounds, to right now being about 158. Like, you really could see that 20-pound difference that I've put on since that December 24th kind of week that and I remember that week because that's the week that I quit all the drugs and all the booze and all the nicotine and all the antidepressants. So I just remember the 24th. I remember the night. I remember everything. It's Christmas Eve. It was as the System of a Down song, the loneliest day of my life. And December 24th was the loneliest day of my life. And when I go back and I look at old clips, old bits that we've done in that era, you can tell drastically from just that time and weighing 138 pounds to now weighing about 158. Just that 20 pounds, I can drastically see the difference. Really, like, I get it when I see my doctor and he was like, "Do you have AIDS?" Have you been getting fucked in the ass by John Stagliano? Have you been taking tranny cock in Brazil with T-cell counts around 5? No, Doc. Are you sure? Let's take some blood tests. All right, go ahead. Oh, your blood tests are all back normal. You need to eat, asshole. Really? Why? Because you're manorexic. Oh, okay. So I could see the era of when my doctor was like, wow, you are extremely thin. And I explained to him, I said, well, Doc, first off, I wanted to get down to almost a bare bones sense so that I could bulk back up 20 pounds. And I think if you guys who are fans of the show remember, I even talked about how I wanted to put back on about 20 pounds of muscle. And guess what? I put back on, I would say not exactly 20 pounds of muscle, because I got a little bit of a love handle. And when I say a little bit, not enough to say, oh, that guy's a fat fuck, but it's enough that I'm not a complete washboard, fucking chest, stomach of an Adonis. You know what I mean? Like, when I have my pants on, depending on what pants, I have a little bit of a muffin top. A little tiny bit. A fucking smidgen. To the point where I don't like it, and I have to take off my pants and pull my pants down a little so the muffin top dissipates. And then if I stand there like that, then it's gone. So out of the 20 pounds that I put back on, I'd say 5 of it is being sloppy. 5 pounds of it's being sloppy. Like when Katie Summers is sitting on the couch and she's eating fucking ice cream. Literally. And this is what she'll do. And she'll stick the spoon in and go, you want to bite? And literally stick it like it's just like this. You want to bite? You know, you want to bite? It's like, yeah. And she fucking jams it down my throat like a fucking dick, this motherfucker, man. Like it's a fucking gay dude strangling a young boy, you know? So, and after like 3 of those, and I'll tell her, like, I'll get violent with her. I'm like, stop, okay? You're gonna make me fat, stop. She's like, okay. Literally, she has like a pint of like the richest, chocolatiest, fattest element of ice cream you could possibly get. And she actually has good willpower, because she'll have like a pint and she'll have like this much. She'll take her like 5 days to eat that pint. Same thing with like a chocolate or a ice cream bar. So she'll have 1 bar a day. Or I get these candy bars. And when I go to Smart and Final, I'll buy a variety pack of 3 Musketeers, Snickers. So I'll get it where there's like 24 in a box. And I bring, I'll bring 10 of them to her house and I'll put them in the fridge. And she has 1 a day. Literally, she like trains herself to just have 1 a day. Because I told her, I said, if you get to be a fat fuck, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're out. You're gone. You're fucking outie. No fat fucks for me. Not even sloppy. Can't happen. She got her hair done yesterday. And it's all redone and it looks really nice. And if any of you know anything about politics, there's this older woman in the political commentary circles named Mika Brzezinski. And I'm probably saying her last name wrong. She's the morning host with Joe Scarborough on Waking Up with Joe Scarborough in the morning. And the way Katie Summers' new haircut is, she looks like a 24-year-old Mika Brzezinski. I swear to God. Last night we were sitting there on the couch. I went to her place. We're working out, and we get done. It's about 3:30 in the morning, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I look at her. I go, "You look like Mika Bertansky." She goes, "Who the fuck is that?" So I go to fucking CNBC right now on the website, and she clicked on it. She goes, "Oh, I hope I look this good when I'm 45 years old." I go, "She does look good, huh?" I go, "You are the young version. If you put you next to her, it'd be old Mika, young Mika. Same hair. It's like the exact same hairdo, fucking the exact same thing." And I told her. She said, "I want to get extensions in about 2 months and have a little bit longer hair and do something different with my hair." She goes, "Would that be cool?" I said, "Well, what the fuck do I, who am I?" She goes, "Well, she goes, we're together. I don't want to alter my look." And you're like, "Hey, I like the girl that looked like this, and now you alter it and look like that." I said, "Listen," I said, "I'm not that much of Eric Roberts from Star 80, okay?" I'm not that bad. I go, the hair and that type of shit, I really don't care. If you came home one day or came to the office with black hair, I wouldn't faze me a bit. I like that. I like changing things up. If you notice, my hair, I've gone from long hair. I had hair that was in dreads. I had hair that was different colors. I had hair that's like this, parted on the side. I had hair parted, pulled straight back in a fucking gay-ass ponytail. I colored my hair jet black. I've colored my hair brown. I've had the beard. I've had no beard. I like to change my looks. I go, that is something that I enjoy and I welcome, and I would like my girlfriend to do that also. It keeps things fresh. I go, what I cannot tolerate is if you become a big fat fuck. And she started laughing as she's stuffing her face with Denny's. And she started, I go, now that is where I draw the line. If you go from a $113 size 0 where you are now to all of a sudden a $140 and a size 18, that's where we have a fucking problem. If one day I'm looking at you in the mirror and I'm going, wow, you gained about 25 fucking pounds, that's where we have a fucking problem. When you start looking like Telly Shabari, we start having a problem. When you put on your little Daisy Duke shorts and you got fucking fat dimples all over your fucking ass and your fucking legs, that's where we have fucking problems. When you have fucking scars on your body because you don't know how to fucking shave, or you get fucking pimples that you fucking pick at, and you got fucking nasty ass fucking scars on your body, that's where we have a fucking problem. Those are all the things that I have a problem with, because my feeling is there should be no reason that your other half, whether you're a guy or a girl, and this goes for all you fucking guys out there, that they should look disgusting. That just because you're with somebody, you sit there and go, oh, well, we've been together for so long. We love each other for each other, and we can look however we want to look. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's a bullshit fucking excuse. That's a fucking bullshit answer, and that's fucking disgusting. Same thing with being a dude, man. If you're a guy and you meet a fucking girl, your girlfriend, and you're weighing about $165 and you look good, and in 5 years you look like fucking Tim Von Swine with a big fat beer gut, and you're just swilling fucking beer, you're like, what's up? Or you're fucking Manuel Ferrara and your gut hangs over while you're fucking, and you look at pictures of Manuel Ferrara when he first started to now, And you're like, what the fuck happened to this guy? Bullshit. A guy should keep himself in tip-top shape, man. If not for yourself, have some pride in the fact that your fucking girlfriend or your wife is going to go out with you. She's going to look at you. She's going to fuck you. You should fucking be prideful in that. You shouldn't sit there and be like, oh, she loves me. Scratch your fucking fat balls while you're fucking sitting in your own fat lard on a fucking lazy boy watching fucking football on Sundays. It's disgusting. Trust me, I've been there. I've done it. I've seen pictures of myself years ago when I weighed 250 pounds. And I'm sitting on a couch, and in front of me is Maria's Italian Kitchen, and it is a large fucking pizza, a chicken parm, a fucking salad, and fucking donut knots. And that's just for me. That's disgusting. That's foul. It's vile. It's just revolting, man. And so, same thing with a woman. No woman should fucking do that. You know, the human body is not supposed to be fat and out of shape and fucking disgusting. And again, when you hear people go, that girl's too skinny and we're promoting girls to be unhealthy. No, we're not. There's a difference between a girl being anorexic and a girl being healthy and a girl being fat. There's a difference. It's not a fine line. It's a fucking difference. Okay? It's a fucking difference. When a girl wears a pair of jeans and she's got a little muffin top, okay, fine. That's cute. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just a girl that says, I'm about 10 pounds overweight. I just need to, you know, work out a little bit more and watch what I eat. Okay, great, baby. That's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. A girl eating and vomiting after she eats, yeah, and has piss yellow teeth, that's a fucking problem. And a girl that looks like Kelly Shabari and just says, being big, I'm proud of that. You're proud of being out of shape? You're proud of being obese? You're proud of being an April Flores? You're proud of being Carla Lane? What are you, nuts? You weren't born like that. You were not, this isn't being gay, okay? You weren't born gay, okay? Or I should say you weren't born fat. People that are gay, they're born that way. Oh, look, I was born gay. Well, you're not born fat. That's what I meant. My wording was all messed up. You know, when people go, you and fucking learn being gay. No, I was born that way. Same thing. When you look at an April Flores or a Carla Lane or a fucking Kelly Shabari, and you sit there and go, honey, you're fucking fat. No, I was born. No, you weren't born like that. Okay? You were not born like that. You weren't born fat. Okay? What happens is your family didn't give a fuck about you. So they let you eat whatever you fucking wanted. And at the age of fucking 5, they went, oh, look, isn't she cute? She's so pudgy. And that eventually just ballooned up. Fat kids and fat adults are one and the same. If you see a big fat adult, they were a big fat kid. Okay? And every fat parent that is out there has fat kids. There's not one fat parent that has skinny kids. Trust me, I used to hang out with somebody whose kids are fucking fat as fuck. And they're fat as fuck. And they don't think it's anything wrong with the fact that their children got to go to grammar school being obese, where it's obvious that they're going to get made fun of because they look like whales. You weren't born fat, okay? It's not like being gay. I was born gay. As soon as I came out of my fucking mom's pussy, and by the time I was 14, I realized I was gay. That's not how fat people are. You weren't born fat. And at the age of fucking 14, you fucking said, "Oh my God, please give me."
I want all the hair. I want all the hair. I want all the hair. I want all the hair.
You didn't fucking sit there in the school cafeteria and get all the ham. So that's not how we should be. And and it's funny because I told Katie one night, I'll stare at myself in the fucking mirror like a bitch. I do. It's fucking hilarious. Like a little girl. I'll sit there and I'll be like, I'll fucking do this shit. And I'll go, fuck, man. I go, how is it that at the age of 40, I look better than I ever did in my entire life? Even when I was in high school, the best shape I ever was in was when I was 16 to 18, about 18, 19 when I boxed. That was the best shape that I ever was in. But even when I boxed, I wasn't ripped and fucking real muscular. I was svelte, and I was in between of, oh, he's muscular, oh, but he's a little soft. Because back then, there was no, you didn't weight train to box. Evander Holyfield was the first boxer to really show up with a weight trainer's physique and kind of bring that weight training mentality into boxing. Before that, Mike Tyson wasn't ripped. He was naturally in good shape and naturally had a body of being lean from eating right and so forth and so on. But when you see Mike wasn't a bodybuilder's physique. Evander Holyfield was the first boxer to have a bodybuilder's physique with the fucking ripped abs and fucking the veins bulging. And Holyfield was that person. So when I boxed, that concept that if you lifted weights and got big, it would fucking deter from being able to move and being able to fucking be quick and do what you got to do. But now boxing's changed and there's weight training and there's all sorts of things. But I literally, at the age of 40, am in better shape than I've ever been. And I told Kate, this is bizarre. And she said, because of me. And I said, you know what? I have to give you the props. It is because of her. I said I have to give it to Katie. She's fucking right. It's because of her. I give her all the credit in the world. I give her all the credit in the world. As crazy as that sounds, I give her all the credit in the world. She's the one that really did this to me. As stupid as that sounds, and as gay as that sounds, Crippled Dan told me he heard the steak and cheese day went good for Kelly Shabari. He heard she got chlamydia and E. coli. Classic. Well, I didn't know that you could get E. coli from.
I want all the hair. 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 I want all the hair.
But apparently, steak was all they had on the menu at the steak and cheese day. So I hope Kelly Shabari gets some medicine for that chlamydia, which she must have got throat chlamydia from all the blowjobs, and then bad case of E. coli from the horrible steak and cheese sandwiches. Yeah, well, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, like I said, Katie Summers definitely put me into a oh Jesus! And then Patrick sent me the clip from Star 80 where Eric Roberts is working out and he's looking naked in the mirror, and he's got like a little marble bag G-string on, and he's like talking to himself. Hold on. Here it is. It's like this.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Black. Wow. Hello.
Yeah.
Rob Black.
Fuck you all.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Rob Black. Rob Black. It's good to meet you. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Oh, great clip, Pat. Oh, man, I'm telling you guys, give us another couple of weeks. We're going to have the production level on this show beefed up. It's going to basically happen overnight, and I've been talking about this for months, but I'm telling you, it's taken this long to get the proper pieces in place, but I got the proper pieces. I got the proper pieces. I got the fucking camera guy. I got the tech guy. I'm going to do this bit. Pat, this is going to be one. Pat, make sure you log in. Seriously, same thing when you crippled Dan, you two fuckheads. Make sure you guys log in. Some of these things that I say we got to do. I got to do the fucking taking a selfie. I got to do the odd couple. I got to do the I love you, man. And I got to do the Star 80 bit where I'm fucking in the mirror working on my fucking working on my speed. It's like this. Hello. Rob Black.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Rob Black. Black. Rob. Yeah. Rob Black.
Fuck you all.
Ah, it's great! I'm telling you, I got to do that. He's got this fucking marble bag G-string on. Black. Rob Black. Oh man. I'm gonna fucking take Katie Summers and put her on one of them this fuck horse thing where her legs are getting under this guy. I fucking rape her and then I shoot her in her fucking head. No, I wouldn't. That's horrible. It's horrible. Jesus Christ, that's bad. Well, now I took it too far. See, that's the problem with me and my bits. I take shit too far. Okay? Okay? I take things too far. And that's what I do. I take them too far. I take them too far. Katie Summers just informed me that she's going Tuesday to get her dirty teeth fucking cleaned. They're really not dirty, but she's got a she's got a wisdom tooth that needs to be pulled because she's still a kid, for Christ's sakes. She hates when I say that. She goes like this, I'm going to be 25. Ooh, you're 25. Ooh, I'm 40, asshole. Okay? When you're 25, I'll be 41. 16-year difference. When I was 16, you weren't even born. I was driving a car, and you were fucking still an embryonic stem cell. That's what you were. But, anyways, yeah, wait till I get my marble bag. I start fucking, hi, Rob Black. Hi, Black. Rob Black. You fucking cocksuckers. But, anyways, there's my workout regimen. And seriously, on a serious note, I'm not fucking around. We got off track just a little. I do owe it to Katie Summers, that little fuckstick, because all of this really has been possible by her. I mean, if I hadn't gone through these transformations, and they've been tough, man. Seriously, everything that's been going on in my crazy life has been tough. And I'm not trying to be overly, you know, oh my God, all these horrible things, because let's face it, I could be on a fucking Malaysian airliner in the bottom of the fucking ocean somewhere, okay, going, really? What the fuck happened? I could be the one American guy going, great. I picked the one fucking airlines with a whole bunch of fucking Chinamen to fucking get on board and fly out in the middle of the fucking Indian Ocean and just run out of gas. Thanks. Thanks, God. And the God hates fags guy lived to be 84. So it could be 100% worse. I get it. But I'm not trying to compare war stories. You know, I'm not trying to fucking do that. I'm just talking to you from my perspective, and that being my program and being my show that you all watch. And because of that, we are like a family. So I share with you things that go on in my life because that's what I do. So when I say and tell you the struggles that I have, I'm not, again, trying to have pity parties or anything. I'm just trying to be real and be human and have you guys comprehend everything that goes on in my life. So if you don't like that, fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. You stupid motherfuckers. But for those of you who enjoy the conversation and give a little tiny bit of inspiration in your lives, which I got an email yesterday from somebody that said they were fans of XPW and they thanked me for everything I did, and that they still had a certain they had like something that they got from one of the XPW shows from one of our wrestlers, and that they knew videography and they knew technical shit, and if I needed any help to hit them up and thank you and blah blah blah. And I was like, I hit them back and I said, hey, thanks for the kind words. I'm not real sure what I did to warrant a thank you, But hey, whatever. You know, well, you're welcome. Goodbye, Rob Black. And so every once in a while, you get people that will somehow be touched, I guess, by something that I did. Again, you know, not all the time do I comprehend everything that I've done in this world as being good. I think I'm pretty hard on myself. I think I get down when we don't do a good show, or when we have technical issues, or when I'm just feeling like shit and I know it's coming through on the radio and it's coming through on the television, and I know people are going, this sucks, click, turn this off. So I get in a funky state sometimes, and I don't appreciate sometimes the things that I do have. So, hey, what do you want from me? That's me. It could be worse. I could be someone at Penn State, and I'm looking at an ad. I swear to God, I didn't mean to get off the track, but I'm looking at an ad on it's my Yahoo here, and it says Penn State Online. Earn a degree in agribusiness management online, so you don't have to come here and get raped in the showers by our teachers. Fucking Penn State Online. Come online. You don't have to get fucked in the ass in the showers and worry about when you when you're going to shower off. So hey, that is the Rob Black that you all know and love. It is Star 80 Rob Black. It is Eric Roberts of Rob Black. Oh man, Jesus, God damn, baby. Man. Anyways, life is exactly what it is, and it's the Rob Black Show, and we are broadcasting live. It's 1:47 p.m., and that's my bit on being fat. That's my bit on my keeping and getting in shape, and that's my bit on being who I am. And Katie Summers eating ice cream. So, with that being said, let's take, I'm not leaving, but I do want to have a break in the action because we haven't played one of my buddies in a while, Louie. Louie, can you give me a shout out? Or does Patton need to have a shout out? Well, you know what, Louie, give me a shout out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rothschild and Paul Warburg loaned money to Hitler. Hitler killed little Jews, while Rothschild and Warburg stayed in the finest hotels in Europe. If you can't call Rothschild anti-Semitic and Warburg an anti-Semite, then don't you open your mouth against me.
That is Louie. That's Louie. Not Louis C.K., but that's, we call him L to the L.A., F to the Fair A, and that's Louis Farrakhan. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Louis Farrakhan. And we often use...
I want all the ham.
Oh my God. We often use Louis as our bit buffer. And what I mean by a bit buffer, that means our transition points. And I'm actually going to put together some other Louis transition buffers because I kind of like the buffers that we use. Jack Smack made that for me, and I enjoy that one. That's a good one. There's some other really good ones, but I'll make at another time. But those are good. Those are good transition buffers. Louis. Man. Ugh. Fucking nasty shit. So I'm gonna bring something up. Man, look at there's still moving beer out there, man. They're still moving beer. They're still moving beer. They're moving beer. They're moving beer. They're moving beer. Let me explain something to you guys. First off, I got new. I have a bunch of different. Well, when I say a bunch of different, I have emails, and I get my personal emails from my crew, and then I get emails that are from whoever. People send me hate mail, people send me you suck mail, people send me show ideas. So I get two different ones. So I'm at times during the show I'll check the emails. Sometimes if you see me go to my phone, I'm checking my personals where I'm getting stuff from Catherine, or I'm getting stuff from Patrick and them, and then I'll check emails where I get the hate mail. It all depends. It depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I get thrown off with Catherine emails, and so I have to be careful because she might say, hey, I'm making a dentist appointment. Should I do it before 12 or after 3? Or I'm making a hair appointment. Or sometimes she just says, I can't wait till you get done because I want your fucking Italian sausage inside my cunt. Yes, she does that sometimes. And then it gets me all flustered and so forth and so on. So, oh, God, it's horrible. It's just so dirty. I'm horrible. I'm telling you. I can only imagine when the mainstream people and like the Peter Youngs, all these agent-y people that I deal with, that I talk to and I go, hey, how's my pitch on this going? And they go, oh, Rob, this person said no, or this book literary agent said no because your stories are too edgy for their publishing, whatever it is. And they'll tell me, oh, they watched this show. And I think to myself, what goes through a normal, middle-of-the-road business person who somebody says, oh, you got to check this person out. They're edgy and they're comic. They're like Bill Maher. They're like Howard Stern. And they fucking tune me in and they go, okay, I'm digging it. And all of a sudden they hear me play Louis Farrakhan bits, and they hear me talking about my girlfriend's cunt, and then they hear me talking about burning Jews and wearing your skin as little capes. They gotta just be like, off. They're like, off. Yeah, hi, Peter. We'd like to tell you to go fuck yourself for making us listen to that. Thank you. Fuck you. They got to. They got to. They have to. It's just so, it's just so, we're just so out there. We really are. We are just so, we're that show, and it's one of those. And you only get these entertainers And that's what I like to pride myself on, is being an entertainer. You only get entertainers like me once in a lifetime. And when I say lifetime, my lifetime. But very few of us are out there that either make it to the big time or make it marginally or don't make it at all. But those people that basically can say whatever, do whatever, and there's never a type of backlash that comes from groups, because that is exactly who they are. Meaning, Bill Maher is one of those entertainers that basically, when the backlash on his ABC show, when he talked about the 9/11, and he talked about what happened, and he basically got that heat and got ultimately the show canceled. From that point forward, the TV execs in the world kind of went, oh, so that's Bill Maher, and that's the type of humor he is. Oh, okay. And subsequently, since then, basically, Bill Maher can really say whatever, do whatever, and there ain't nothing that would happen that would shock people. Rush Limbaugh is another one. Basically, from calling the girl a slut to pill popping and doctor shopping, Rush Limbaugh is still on the goddamn station that he's been on for, I don't know, 20 years, still making $40, $50 million. And basically, he could come out and say, nigger this, nigger that, Jew this, Jew that, and ain't a fucking thing anybody would fucking say or do, because they say that's Rush Limbaugh. So, I've put myself in a position where ultimately, as this show progresses and we reach more and more people, and it's evident from our ratings to everything that I look at, everything goes like this. Now, is it shooting through the moon like the Challenger space shuttle? You know, every single day are we gaining thousands and thousands of fans? Well, no. Some days we get a bigger hit than others. Some days I can see where I look at how many people watched us, and all of a sudden, you know, in a span of a day, we go up 100 people. And then there'll be 2 weeks that goes by and we're at a baseline and we've only gained 20 people. And then there's other days where my Instagram will blow up and I'll get 2, 3, 4 followers. Remember, I'm a dude. I don't post pictures of girls. I don't really do the stuff that a girl does. I don't buy followers. I don't do any of that. Basically, it's all organic. And that's really it. So every day something happens and we'll achieve another level of success that grows. And I feel confident that it puts us in a position where as we get bigger and we get on a much larger scale where we're dealing with legitimate advertisers, and fuck porn crap. You know, when we're really dealing with fucking real people, they will not become frightened by the program because they've had, you know, a year, 2 years, 3 years to digest what we're about. And so when somebody goes, you got to listen to this guy, Rob Black, and they go, yeah, what's he like? And they go, oh, well, let me warn you, he is way on the edge of what you've heard from Bill Maher and Rush Limbaugh And they go, oh, okay, and then they listen, and they go, okay, yeah, he's definitely a lot edgier, and he's kind of got a Louis C.K., Rush Limbaugh, Bill Maher all wrapped up into one. And ultimately, hopefully, as we get on the ultimate grand stage, and we are broadcasting from channels that will go in partners with us, where we can still do what we want to do and control our flow. It will be on a grander scale, like a cable channel. Rather, it's something new that's starting on a Time Warner partnership deal that they're doing with new networks, or a Amazon or a Netflix, something that somebody says this is it, or a Bill Maher Productions and HBO. So it's still got to be jarring when somebody tunes in and hears me talking about cunts and Jews and burning people and rape. Think about the person last night that was actually tuning in to the Rob Black Show, and they're listening to me talk about wanting to rape guys. Think about it, man. Somebody last night just tuned into the Rob Black Show, and they're going, Peter, Don Buckball Agency. Yeah, we tuned in to the guy, Rob Black, that you want us to possibly represent and take his book to some agents and some publishing companies. Yeah, he was talking about raping men. He was talking about working out at night and beating guys up and fucking them in the ass. Is that somebody you want us to handle? Well, yes. It's all good. It's just rape. There's nothing wrong with rape, as long as it's not on a woman. I don't condone man-on-woman rape. I don't. Not unless she was fucking asking for it. I'm joking. Not unless she was wearing a short skirt, all right? And she went to a bar and she was dancing next to a pinball machine. Now, if she was doing something like that, hey, then she's asking for it, yeah. But other than that, I don't condone man-on-woman rape, just man-on-man rape. A good American History X, where Edward Norton's in the shower and they fucking slam him up against the fucking wall and they just start fucking his asshole. Literally. So when you see him a week later and he's walking in the chow hall and he's walking like this, and he sits down because his asshole hurts. That's the type of rape I'm talking about. And the fucked up thing on that is, I don't think from the time he gets raped and beaten up in the shower to the time that he's laying in the bed crying to Sweeney, and to the time they let him out of the infirmary, he would still be walking like that. I don't think so. I didn't believe. Okay? I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that. That is the only thing I didn't believe. Everything else I believe. So, it's the Rob Black Show. But, you guys, and let me explain something to all of you, if any of you are listening to me. When I get these emails, and I go through some of them, and I want to explain something to you, and I'm not being mean, and again, I'm not going to be disparaging, I'm not yelling at you porn people. I just need you all to kind of understand something again, and I say this every so, but sometimes it doesn't sink in with you all, and it just kind of dissipates and leaves your head. And let me try to smarten you up a little. Again, this is a entertainment show. We're not a stupid little porn news blog site where we're having people hit us up and ask us about who has gonorrhea. If there's something that happens in the adult business that I find entertaining to me, or I find disturbing to me, or I find alarming, or whatever it is, and I want to talk about it, and I want to get involved with it, I do. We don't have an agenda. I've never had an agenda. As Mel Gibson famously said to a Jewish interviewer, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't give a fuck. I've never given a fuck, and I've explained to you all before, when I started this journey a year ago, it had nothing to do about anything other than getting myself over, making myself be the most talked about, most watched, most read, most listened to personality in the adult business / mainstream business. It was to use the adult business to garner mainstream business. No different than James Dean, no different than Ginger Lynn, no different than Stoya, no different than Sasha Grey. The list goes on and on. No different than Jessica Drake, no different than anybody in the adult business that somehow has crossed over to the mainstream world and are doing things that are loosely associated with the mainstream business. Every one of these people I've mentioned have all done the same thing. Every single one of them. Jenna Jameson, Tara Patrick, everybody has used the adult business to somehow try to launch their mainstream careers. So I did the exact same thing. And when I started this program a year ago, all of the issues that we would talk about were basically as if I was a Republican talk show host and I had a Democratic president, or I was a Democratic talk show host and I had a Republican president. I took the position to go against the establishment. I took the positions that were not conventional. I took the positions that went against the grain. Why? Because it would invoke thought. It would invoke publicity. It would invoke people to be upset. It would get me on things like the Daily Beast. It would get me on things like the Young Turks as porn's whistleblower. It would get me in the firing lines of people like Derek Hay and Mark Spiegler. It would invoke anger from Steve Hirsch and Paul Fishbein and AVN. All of these things were strategic maneuvers. Oh, we'll start a union. Yeah, okay. Really? Please. We'll start an agency. Really? Really, please. Why? Everything I've ever been about has been about profiting and making ROB Black the #1 entertainer. XPW, a pro wrestling company we had for 8-9 years, everything we did was to garner publicity. Everything that you thought was real, which was fake. Everything you thought was fake, which was real. We did everything to what? Ultimately garner publicity, because at the end of the day, you're never going to be a billionaire in the adult business. You're never going to be invited to a Hollywood party in the adult business. You're never going to be rubbing elbows with TV producers in the adult business. And you're never going to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars in the adult business. And ultimately, if basically making $100,000 a year and being able to fuck 19-year-old girls in their assholes is your fucking dream job, and that's what you're happy with until the age you die. You know, if you're gonna be a fucking a David Christopher or a Dave Cummings, a John Stallion, if you're gonna be all these guys that have basically gotten into this business for one reason, and that's young pussy, and ultimately you just ride that until there's nothing left, then more power to you. But that was never my modus operandi. You know, when I started this journey back in Rochester, it was not to fucking become a world-class pornographer and win all these awards and keep that going until I'm fucking 65 years old, where I'm sitting there and having girls sit on my face when I'm 58 years old. What are you, fucking nuts? What kind of fucking person would want to do that? Unless you're just this degenerate fucking low-rent pervert that is just fucked up in the mind, and that gets you off. But that same person also goes to Brazil, pulls their pants down, and lets a transsexual who's HIV infected with a T-cell count of about 5 fuck them up their ass without a condom and pump AIDS blood into them. That's not for me. So from that very moment that I got in the porn business, it was about getting something bigger. Like I used to tell my staff, Kevin Kleinrock and them, I want to own a professional football team. And everybody laughed. I go, hey, that's the goal. My goal's not to fucking sit here and have the biggest, coolest porn company in the world and to have contract girls. And then we can have a gossip site. We did all that. Who gives a shit? Anybody can do that. If you're smart enough and actually have a good business sense, to achieve success in the porn business is very easy. I mean, think about it. You literally can be male talent, get your fucking cell phone, pay girls $100 to suck your cock, and then distribute that out to countless people. And at the end of the day, make money on it. And you can live in a fucking $800 a month apartment and basically live hand to mouth, but not have a job that is anything more than getting your cock sucked and coming on girls. For a lot of people, that's a dream. For me, that is mindless bullshit. Anybody can do that. So from day one, it was how do we take porn revenue and convert it into substantial business ventures that had nothing to do with porn. Somehow have nothing to do with porn. And we can use the talents we have to make this happen. And so that's what we did. And when we started this journey, and in 11 days, we will have been on the air for a year. Our concept was to be the website and to be the radio show and be the fucking the voice of the business. And when I say the voice, we are exactly what is going on in the business. When people want to know something, they go to this site or they listen to this show. We'll report on anything that's of substantial, and we talk about it, and we give you the real story of it, and we give it to you where it's unfiltered, and we give you the truth. Other than that, we don't give a fuck about any of the other bullshit. And as you've seen from the very first day we started this program to now, we've evolved into something completely different. So when all you people sit there and go, oh, Rob, you're just saying that shit. Bullshit. Take a look at our old tapes. Go on YouTube and take a look at our old tapes. Take a look at our old routines. we would sit there for 3 hours and talk about porn. We never talked about my personal life. We never talked about politics. We never talked about Dancing with Stars and the girl with no legs. We never did that. We talk about porn for 3 hours. That's all we would do. That's all we would do. That's it. We never, ever talked about anything other than porn. It was porn, porn, porn. Well, we evolved because that was just a shtick. Fucking shtick. What, are you kidding me? Only a fucking loser would want to talk about porn for fucking 5 hours a day. Only a loser would want to fucking report about people's fucking press releases and take it actually serious. Only a loser would want to have porn performers come in and talk about their fucking projects. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I'll have Evan Stone come in the office. We'll talk about his upcoming wilderness video. Get the fuck out of here. Go listen to fucking James Liberace Bartolet if you want to hear about fucking the stupid porn people. They're all ignorant, dumb motherfuckers anyways. What do you want to know about? What do you want to talk to the girls? Why did you get in the porn business? Okay, great. Hey guys, why did you get in the porn business? Really? Well, who gives a shit? Dude, they all have the same fucking story because they're all the same people. They're all the same interchangeable people. They're all the same fucking people. And if you get some of them that have been in business for years and years and years, they're the same fucking people that they were when they first got into business. No ambition other than what they're doing. And it just evolves every year. So they're the same person, except every year they change out the routine because new girls or new guys come in. So if you're a guy director, a guy producer, you have the same routine except with a different crop of talent. But you're the same person that you were 10 years ago. A lot of the guys have the same look that they had 10 years ago. Look at people like Barrett Blade. These are guys that look the exact same as they did a decade ago. These are people that look the exact same. They're doing the exact same shit. This is their life. They intend to do this until they're 50, 60, 70 years old. They intend to be Dave Cummings. They intend to be Ron Jeremy. They intend to be sitting here working and trying to fuck girls while they grip their dick to get it hard until they die. Literally, Ron Jeremy would have died, possibly, as the guy that basically you put in movies now in non-sex, because if you put him in with sex, his dick is basically a useless piece of meat. That's it. That's the truth. So, everything that we evolve, I mean, seriously, you could be a Bill Margold. Think about it. That guy was a low-rent B actor that was nothing of substance back when he started. He didn't win awards. He didn't direct movies. He didn't work for big studios. He was nothing more than just a loser. Everything he ever did was dog shit, and it was fucking full of failures. And here he is today. He's got nothing going on in the business except he has a Twitter blog where all he does is talks about me. That's his life. Think about what kind of desperate mindset you are. When you're 60-something years old, you have no career in porn except to Twitter about other people. You don't have a real job. You are an apartment building manager for like a slum building, and you get free rent. You don't have a car. You don't have a license. You take the bus, and you're 60-something years old, and you collect Social Security. There you go. That's pathetic, man. That's fucking pathetic. And he's not the only one. There's countless people like that. How is that successful? He can tweet about me all he wants and call me every name in the book, but number one, he's the one that's tweeting about me every day, which means he reads me every day. He listens to me every day. So I live in his fucking head rent-free every day. And I'm 40 years old. He's 60-something years old. That's what he does. That's fucking pathetic, man. That's fucking pathetic. And that shows you that even when people degrade me and talk shit on me, it makes them look silly because it's obvious that they are so obsessed with our program and they're so obsessed with our websites and they're so obsessed and they hang on to everything we say. That it's creepy. It's just creepy. But I get emails, and I got an email earlier, and again, I'm not talking shit on this person because it's obvious that they listen to the show and watch the show. And in no way I'm talking shit on this emailer to me. But let me give you an example of why I don't fucking care. This is so beneath me. It really is beneath me. The email says, do a real interview and make Mike South look like an idiot. Jason, a.k.a. T-Real, is catching a lot of flack for running scams on girls with his pimp agency called Ideal Models. For some reason, Mike South won't dish the real dirt on him. You should interview 2 girls that used to be with Ideal Models to get the scoop on what really happens. The first is Jenny Ivory, and her Twitter is Twitter at Jenny Ivory XXX. Never heard of this girl. And the second is Kara Wild, who escorts under various names. Again, never heard of that girl. Now, I don't give a fuck about T-Real. I don't give a fuck about his agency. I don't give a fuck about Jenny Ivory. And I don't give a fuck about Kara Wild. I really don't fucking care. This, to me, is stupid. It's retarded. And the fact that somebody is taking T-Real and devoting pages of a website to highlight why T-Real is a scumbag and why his agency is a scumbag agency and he's a shitty pimp is amazing to me. And you would say, why, Rob? Because if that's your modus operandi, to be somebody that wants to rid the business of the evil agents and expose them for what they are, T-Real on the list is about a fucking 0. And if you want to go after the agents, you go after Mark Spiegler and you go after Derek Hay. T-Real is nothing more than a scam artist who is just like Chris at Fox Modeling, is just like the guys over at LAX Models. He's nothing more than a low-rent pimp. And the girls are nothing more. I mean, Jenna Ivory. Listen, you guys, when I talk about girls, I talk about, like, name girls. I talk about Kelly Shabari. I talk about Jessica Drake. I talk about Chanel Preston. I talk about Katie Summers. I talk about Ain. I talk about Lexi Bell. I talk about girls that are name girls that are actually people in the business. I talk about Bonnie Rocket. I talk about talent that have actually done something in the business, whether it's good or bad. but I talk about real talent. Because if I'm going to talk about porn, I'm going to talk about people that the average Joe Schmo who watches this program for a little bit of porn news or a little bit of porn gossip or a little bit of porn hijinks would know. Nobody knows who Jenna Ivory is and Kara Wilde. And the fact is, these two girls were so ignorant and such low-level porn chicks that they actually went with ideal image management and T-Real thinking he was a good agent. So if these two girls were that ignorant and stupid to actually go with this guy after knowing everything there is to know about porn and sitting back going, okay, there's 7 pimps in the business. And I mean, you could get enough information about the pimps in the business that if you don't know that T-Real is the lowest of the fucking pimps, then what does that say about you as a female talent? I'm serious. What does that say about you as female talent? That you get hooked up with T-Real and you don't fucking go with Derek Hay and you don't go with Mark Spiegler. I'm seriously, you don't go with Sandy and OC Modeling. Those three are the kings of shit. But I would rather go with the kings of shit than just straight up diarrhea. I mean, seriously, if you're going to go with a fucking pimp, why wouldn't you go with the quintessential king piece of shit pimps like Spiegler, Derek Hayes, or Sandy at OC? Why would you go with T-Real? And to me, any interview that you would conduct with a girl like Jenny Ivory or fucking Kara Wilde, you gotta be the biggest fucking retard in the world because these two girls are fucking studats. They literally sat there, got into the business, and went, oh yeah, out of all the scumbag agents, I'm gonna go with this scumbag. Because, I mean, what does that say about your fucking judgment? Think about that. What does that say about your fucking judgment? That you don't know enough in this business that out of all the agents you pick, you go with the one that is the scummiest of all agents. So, to me, when you have people like Mike South running stories about T-Real and going, I'm going to warn all the girls. Why? What? If a girl is that ignorant and stupid, let them do whatever they're going to do because they are low-rent, bottom-feeder girls. And the more they get fucked over, the quicker they get out of the business, and it leaves more work for the real talent. Literally. I've never heard of this girl. I've never heard of either of these girls. And I've given too much attention to these low-end girls as it is. Just like our buddy Scott Sparks. And I literally had a girl email me where she said, I read your post about Scott Sparks. And she went through this whole diatribe about how could I, in essence, defend Scott Sparks when he takes advantage of girls. And just because you do porn doesn't mean you're a porn star. And I hit her back. I said, honey, first off, I don't know who you are. And these girls you mentioned are low-rent girls. And you need to go back to school and get an education. And she hits me back and goes, well, maybe some of us do this to get our escorting rates up. And I'm like, oh my God, wow, she's defending herself good. And she goes, and if you're going to call, and she names off these girls, Delata Brown. She basically names off 5 of the low-rent black girls that Scott Sparks fucking preys on. And I'm like, honey, they're all low-rent girls. And she hits me back and goes, I've had enough of this conversation. I'm like, did I hear Naomi Banks getting fucked over by Scott Sparks? Nope. Did I hear Skin Diamond getting fucked over by Scott Sparks? Nope. I heard girls like Delata Brown. I could put on the an escorting ad, and you can meet Delata Brown in a fucking hotel room for $100 to suck your dick. What are you, out of your fucking mind, you dummies? But same thing, Mike Scott. Mike South goes, he preys on black girls. What black girls? Ignorant, stupid black girls? What black girls does he prey on? The black girls that do fucking ghetto gaggers where the guys are calling them niggers, worthless pieces of shit, spitting in their fucking face? Is that what it is? I don't know. I haven't seen Naomi Banks get taken advantage by fucking Scott Sparks. Again, if you're a low-rent ghetto black girl that gets taken advantage by Scott Sparks, that's what you deserve, because you're a low-rent ghetto black girl. When Scott Sparks' awesome charm and his awesome cunning savvy can get over on Skin Diamond and Naomi Banks, then I'll sign up to go after Scott Sparks. But until then, I just critique the low-end garbage black girls that fucking go, oh, Scott Sparks? All right, I'll get with you. I'll get with you, child. Yeah, I don't deal with this low-end garbage. Just like any girl that gets sucked into T-Real's bullshit has got to be a low-rent, scabby piece of shit. Plain and simple. Sorry. In this day and age, if you're going to be with a pimp and you're going to commit yourself to a comedy of errors that you have to be led around by a fucking dude, then I would go with Mark Spiegler, Derek Hay, or Sandy at OC Modeling. Because those three are the quintessential top garbage pimps of the business. And any girl that goes with T-Real, you deserve what you get. When you're with T-Real and he says, yeah, you got to do a content for free modeling thing with me. And you go, okay, you're a dumb motherfucker. You're an ignorant, stupid twat. I don't deal with that. Okay? I deal with people like Jessica Drake. I deal with people like fucking Asya Kira. When I'm doing my routines, those are the people that I talk about. I'm not talking about Jenna Ivory. Who the fuck is Jenna Ivory? Who fucking cares? Kira Wilde, who escorts under various names. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight. Hey everybody, let's talk about Kira Wilde. Get the fuck out of here. Bunch of low-end fucking slobs. What are you guys, out of your fucking minds? Jesus Christ. Between Jenna Ivory, Kira Wilde, and fucking Delata Brown. I mean, it just shows you the type of people that Mike South fucking deals with. So it does. It shows you the fucking type of people that Mike South communicates with. Hi, Mike. I need your help. I just got taken advantage by Scott Sparks. Really? Awesome. What are you, fucking out of your mind? Seriously, are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah. Yeah, hello there. Get the fuck out of here. If you are that low rent, and especially this day and age in porn, if you're a girl that goes, I'm going to be a porn star, this day and age, 2014, with everything we know about porn, and you fucking hook up with T-Real, and you're like, yeah, that's my agent. He's the best agent out there. You go to his website, and you go to LA Direct's website. You take a look at the girls on LA Direct, and you look at the girls on fucking T-Real's site. if you as a girl go, oh, yeah, I'm going to have this guy T-Real rep me because he definitely has better looking girls and a better looking site. If that's your thought process, you deserve everything you get. Now, if the real answer is you called up an LA Direct and you called up a Mark Spiegler and they said, sorry, we're not going to rep you because you're fucking butt ugly and you're skanky, then guess what? You deserve what you get. Because you're a butt-ugly, skanky bitch who should be turning tricks on Santa Monica Boulevard, motherfucker. You shouldn't be a porn actress because you'll never be a porn star. You're just a hooker with somebody and a camera going, we're doing content. Seriously, with all the information that is out there today, if you are that much of a retard, and you literally go to all the agent sites and you land on T-Real and go, oh yeah, he's definitely the guy for me. You are an ignorant motherfucker. Sorry. Sorry. You're an ignorant motherfucker. If you're some ghetto booty black girl that gets hooked up with Scott Sparks, you're a ghetto ignorant girl, man. All right? Again, Scott Sparks and the black girls he takes advantage of, I never heard any of the fucking top caliber black girls get involved with Scott Sparks. I've only heard about low-level hookers. And there you go. That's the type of shit that gets hooked up with Scott Sparks. That's the type of people that associate with Mike South. Sorry. That's low-level ghetto booty shit. So, again, whoever emailed me, no offense, bro, or girl, whoever, but I just spent too much time on this fucking topic, okay? I spent way too much time on this fucking topic. It's fucking useless to me. It insults my intelligence. It literally does. It insults my intelligence. It insults my intelligence. And for that, we're done. And for that, I need to hear my man so we can break this up. Please, Louie, give it to me.
Rothschild and Paul Warburg loaned money to Hitler. Hitler killed little Jews. While Rothschild and Warburg stayed in the finest hotels in Europe. If you can't call Rothschild anti-Semitic and Warburg an anti-Semite, then don't you open your mouth for this.
And then, of course, to finish it off with, as always, Pat.
I want all the ham. 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 I want all the ham.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, from that commercial break. So listen, we're here. It's 2:38 p.m. and we are going into those final. We're like in that football game right now, and we're approaching that 20 minute. We're in the fourth quarter. All right. We're in the fourth quarter, and we're going to hit right now and take a look at what's going on in the mainstream world and see if we got any news that we can use, okay? News that we can use. That's what it's called. That's what we call it. News that we can use. All right? News that we can use. And At the end of the day, we're going to talk about the goddamn airlines. Where's the fucking airline? Where's the fucking airplane? Where is it? Where? Oh, damn it. Where's the fucking airplane? Where's the fucking airplane? I want to know where the fucking airplane is. Okay? I want to know where the fucking airplane is. Alright, so we're going to right now talk about a new theory that's being kicked around. All right, and it's not the Rob Black. It's not this theory. Hi. Hello. Rob Black.
Yeah,
I'm Rob Black. How you doing? Black. Rob. Hello. Yeah. Rob Black. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. So we're not talking about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about that. But we're talking about the goddamn airplane. And as me and Katie Summers would often say, where's the fucking airplane? Where is it? Where is it? Well, let me give you guys the 411 right now. And the funny thing is, I don't know what CNN's going to do at the end of them finding this airplane. Why? Because CNN has historically, in the last year, gotten the worst ratings of all cable news outlets. Literally. They're like the laughing stock of all cable news. Jon Stewart makes fun of them. Bill Maher makes fun of them. I mean, everybody makes fun of them. The only thing they got going for them is Anderson Cooper. Seriously, Anderson Cooper is the only thing CNN has going for him. I mean, let's face it. Fucking Anderson Cooper was on Jimmy Fallon, not Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers the other night, and he was fucking hilarious. I mean, Anderson Cooper's funny, and I didn't realize that he officially came out, and I totally forgot that he came out in a letter that he wrote to not Hutchinson, but let me get the name correctly. The gay, he's the gay, and he's a gay conservative. Andrew, Andrew, what was his fucking name? Andrew. And the guy's got AIDS too. Not Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper doesn't have AIDS. Andrew Sullivan. Andrew Sullivan's the Daily Beast blogger, and he came out basically to Andrew Sullivan, wrote Andrew Sullivan a email, and that was he gave Andrew the permission to kind of publish the email, and so he published it, And I never realized that he came out officially. I mean, everybody knew he was gay, but to officially come out, I didn't really realize it. But he did an interview with Seth Meyers that was hilarious, where him and Seth Meyers were talking about the first time they met. And Anderson Cooper said to him, he goes, you remember the first time we met? We were at a gym, and the gym was extremely gay. And he was telling Seth Meyers, and Seth Meyers started laughing, saying, yeah, I always stayed away from that bottom floor. And so they were just kind of talking, and Anderson was being very open about his homosexuality, not saying, oh, I love sucking cocks, but just talking about this gay club, the spa they went to, and so forth and so on. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize that Anderson came out and said how fucking uber gay he was. But Anderson was fucking hilarious, and he's really the only shining spot on that fucking CNN. CNN's horrible. They really are. I mean, to the point where they have a morning crew that me and Katie watch, and it's called CNN Morning Newscasters. It's really bizarre because it's got Chris Cuomo, Kate Baldwin, and Michela Pereira. And it's those three as the morning CNN hosts. And we watch them to get the airplane news, because it's really the only network that is devoting 24 hours a day information about the goddamn airlines and where the fuck it is. So we watch it. We watch it at night, and it's thoroughly entertaining. And we get a kick out of the fact that they constantly are talking about their theories and where it's going. And it has, and I know everybody's watching it because I have seen in ratings that literally CNN has gone and almost tripled the amount of viewers that are watching their program because of the plane flight missing story. So we marvel at the fact of what are they going to do when they find this fucking plane, because nobody's going to watch CNN again. That's it. Anderson Cooper is the only thing people watch CNN for. And I got to imagine that eventually Cooper's going to leave when his contract is up again. Even though he's making $4 or $5 million, trust me, I could see him with his own show on another network that is a lot more 60-minute based. He's a contributor on 60 Minutes, and I could see him doing a more 60-minute show that he runs. So it's Anderson Cooper's, 60 Minutes, and he has other reporters under him, not literally under him. I know Anderson was like that, but under him, where he is like the boss, and he's on camera, but he's also helping these people go out and do stories. I almost could see him doing a show like Vice, where it's an hour a day, and it's basically created and controlled by Anderson, and he does the really big stories, but ultimately it's like a news program that him and his crew do and make popular and do the whole thing. Because Anderson's good. Everybody else is shit. But anyways, we watched the morning because, remember, over in Malaysia, it's basically the day or mid-afternoon into night when it's night here. So at 3, 4 in the morning, me and Katie Summers are watching the airplane footage. When we're working out at like 1 in the morning and I'm fucking screaming rape in the fucking gym, we're watching CNN on the gym television. So, you know, she's doing her fucking road bike with her these little fucking tight little workout pants that are all fucking tight on her little cunt and her asshole. It's very, very sexy. And her fucking tits are like in this little sports bra and she got like sweat and she's like doing that. I want to like fucking rape her right there, but I don't. I don't do that. And I'm fucking just looking. Rape! Rape! CNN's on the fucking screen, and we're watching the Malaysian Airlines. And when we get back into her place, and we shower up, and we sit down, and the morning news starts with CNN, with Chris Cuomo, Kate Bolden, and Michelle Pereira. We both sit there and go, wow, Michelle Pereira is unbelievably fat. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to watch the CNN program because this lady is unbelievably fat, like obese fat. And it just shows you how desperate CNN is for anything, that they have a morning program that is workable. And no one wants to work for CNN. And they know if they got rid of this fat broad, that they would actually have to get somebody to replace her. And they literally would tap people, hey, nah, I'm cool. What do you mean? You're a lady who's working a morning crew at Wichita, Kansas. Yeah, but I'm not going to CNN. Forget about it. You guys suck. What are you talking? This is a national stage. Nah, I'm cool. Don't worry about it. Keep the fat broad. You're all right. I mean, how they let this woman, and the funny thing is, if you look at her today, on the broadcast, she's fatter than she was a year ago. So she's gotten fatter. Seriously, the lady has gotten fatter. And again, nobody ever said anything to her and said, hey, hon, we're not being discriminatory, but you're getting too fat. You're a broadcaster. You're on the air. You're getting uncomfortable to look at. When the television pans to you and it's a wide shot and you have a skirt on, we see your cankles. Your fucking ankles are enormously fat. Last night, she was doing a segment this morning with one of the aviation people, and she's standing, pointing to the screen, and I was like, look how fat she is. That's why they have her behind the desk all the time, because you almost can't see how fat she is. She's almost like a cone girl, where she's got the big tits, and her face is kind of pretty, and you're like, what is she, Mexican? Is she black? And you're like, she's shit colored. You're not really sure. And you're like, she's fat, but she's not Walter Hudson fat. But then when you see her stand up, she literally waddles, man. She literally fucking waddles. And again, if you look at pictures of this woman before and now after, it is painfully obvious that she was never as fat as she is now. So again, why the fuck has nobody said to her, listen, Michelle, you need to lose some weight. We're not being, we're not being sexist. We're not being anything except for you're becoming incredibly obese. Like you're too fat right now. I mean, it's getting to the point where you look at her and go, wow, this is disturbing. And again, you don't have to look like a little stick figure. And the other girl that's part of the team, Kate Boladon, she's not gorgeous. Seriously, she's not gorgeous. She's not gorgeous. I'm not looking at her going, oh yeah. She looks like a mildly attractive blonde girl that, you know, just graduated from UCLA in journalism, and she's, ready to report. Chris Cuomo is a good-looking guy, but he's not Anderson Cooper. Yeah, I mean, Anderson Cooper's a handsome dude. He's a good-looking guy, but Jesus Christ, she's just disturbing. And the pictures of her, if you look online, are not the pictures and video. You have to look at the video of this woman. Go tonight, if you can stay up that late, and take a look at her on CNN Morning. Okay? It starts at 6 o'clock on the East Coast, which is 3 o'clock a.m. on the West Coast. So at 3 in the morning, this woman is on, and she is disturbingly fat right now. And it's really creepy. And again, why the CNN executives fucking Katie goes, her name is pronounced like Michaela. So her name is like Michaela. That's how you say her name. That's what Katie said. Okay? It's Michaela. I guess. Michaela. Yeah. Michaela. And so when you see this lady, again, Michaela Pereira, she's disturbingly obese right now. Disturbingly obese. And they, I guess, debuted on June of 2013. We are in March of 2014. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Jesus Christ, June, July, August, September, January, February, March. In 9 months, this lady has probably put on 30 pounds. That's fucking fucked up, man. Seriously. It's seriously, it's fucking disturbing. It's just disturbing. So, again, it's disturbing. And again, I don't mean to be completely hard on the woman, but she's disturbing. Okay? She's disturbing. And all the people that came from CNN, the woman reporters, for them to go with the, and they're really not good. They're just not, it's not a good news program. The only reason we watch it is because of the airplane footage. And if it wasn't for the airplane footage, we wouldn't even be watching it. And I told Katie Summers, my beautiful little flower, that we're going to have to get the cable package that has CNBC, because that's the program that I watched. And that's the one with Mika Brzezinski. Mika Brzezinski, Joe Scarborough, that's the program that I used to watch, and that's CNBC. And they're biting, they're entertaining, they're informative, and it's funny to watch Mika, who is the Democrat, argue with all the guys. Like, she goes off on all the guys. She goes off on Scarborough. She goes off on Willie Geist. I haven't seen this show in about a year. I don't even know if Willie Geist is still on there. But she definitely is the heart and soul of MSNBC's Morning Joe. Katie Summers just told me that that Michaela should have known that the camera adds 10 pounds. And she needs a little sit down to lay off the ham. Jesus Christ. All right, guys. It's 3:01 p.m. Yes, it's 3:01 p.m. And let's not talk about the fat girl anymore and give you a little bit of a plane update, and then we're going to sign off here. And let me explain to you guys, I still haven't heard from Brad. Brad's never hit me yet, so I'm kind of a little upset by that. I'm a little upset by Brad not getting back to me. So my question is, ladies and gentlemen, at what point do I make the second email and demand a callback? Because what do I do? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. And we'll talk about it tonight. If we don't get your response by tonight, I want you all to have answers for me of what I should do. But we'll give it till tonight. All right, so listen. Images of the possible debris from the Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 have been captured on satellite in the southern Indian Ocean. The best lead yet on where the missing plane might be has prompted a massive search in the area more than 1,500 miles southwest of Australia. The Boeing 77 took off from Kuala Lumpur March 8th with 239 people and bound for Beijing. Okay. John Young, General Manager of Emergency Response for the Australian Maritime Safety Authority, said, "We've located it, confirmed that it belongs to the aircraft, recover it, and then bring it a long way back to Australia so that it can take some time." So, ladies and gentlemen, do you understand what he just said? We have to locate it, confirm that it belongs to the aircraft, recover it, and then bring it a long way back to Australia, so that could take some time. So they don't know if it's part of the airlines. They don't know what it is. I was told a couple hours ago that it could be it literally could be shipping containers. And I went, what? And the news said that in these areas, they could be these 80-foot long boxes that are known as shipping containers. And this stretch of water actually has ships that go back and forth, transporting merchandise, and possibly in a storm of some form, one of these containers could have fallen off the boats and landed in the water, because these containers are exactly 80 feet long. And they are saying that one of the debris that are in the water are mapping out to be about 78 feet long. And they're saying that this fits the description possibly of a container that could have fallen off of a ship. And I literally looked at Katie Summers and said, ain't that about a bitch? Can you imagine if all of this, and they show up and it's just a fucking 80-foot shipping container floating in the water? Wow, wouldn't that be a fucking kick to the balls, man? Wow. I mean, literally. That literally could be a kick to the balls. They're saying if the plane crashed into the water, large pieces would not still be floating by now, according to Steve Wallace, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administrator, former director of accident investigation. But pieces of lightweight debris, not aircraft structure, could be floating days after the aircraft struck the water, he said. That could include life jackets and seat cushions. See what I'm saying? This debris is like floating in the fucking water. And it's a big piece that's floating. I told Katie, could you imagine if it's some part of the ship and a whole bunch of fucking passengers made a makeshift like raft and they're like just been stranded at fucking sea, floating, and you're gonna fucking find, you know, like 50 people dead with like 2 survivors, and they survived off eating the fucking people. Rah! They're gonna fucking pull up, and it's just this makeshift 80-foot long raft of debris, and all of a sudden you're just gonna see dead bodies with fucking carved markings on them. And all of a sudden these 2 or 3 chinks pop up, and they're like, "Oh, you saved us!" And they're like, "Hey, you seen Alive, didn't you? I'm not acting crazy. You seen Alive? These motherfuckers are stuck on top of a fucking mountain for fucking 3 months. They had to eat each other's asses. They had to eat each other's asses to stay alive." So please, 14 days, and Katie Summers goes, "Well, what would they drink?" And I go, "Well, bottled water? You don't think anybody had some fucking bottled water? There couldn't be a fucking bottled water on the plane? I get on an airplane, I bring fucking bottled water, Gator, I bring my fucking, I bring a refrigerator full of shit. I got a carry-on bag that's got bags of chips, fucking runts, nerds, fucking half a liter of Diet Coke, fucking water. Trust me, if there's any survivors and they made a raft, some motherfucker's got his bag strapped around his neck. You don't think if that plane went down, you'd have your fucking bag? We're going into the water. We're going to try to land in the water. I'd have my motherfucking bag like, all right, I got my fucking water. I got a fucking People magazine. Then I got my Walkman. All right, here we go, Walkman. I'm so old. I got my iPod. I got that shit around my neck. All of a sudden that water comes in. I'm like, I'm alive. I got my bag. Let's rock that shit. I'm out in the fucking ocean. I'm seeing rafts. I'm getting on shit. After the 3rd day, people are like, I'm thirsty. Get the fuck out of here. It's my fucking water. Can I get a cracker? Yeah, here's your fucking cracker. Get the fuck out of here. The motherfucker's little Jew and piano. I have cracker. I haven't eaten in 3 days. Well, guess what, asshole? You're not going to eat for another 5 days. All I got is enough food for me and my girlfriend. See my girlfriend here? Katie's like, that's me. Yeah, that's all we got. And my dick, the protein that comes out of my jizz, is keeping her going. Yeah, that way I don't have to eat as much of his food. Exactly. Thank you. Now, fuck off! Get on your own fucking raft, asshole. Are you kidding me? Fuck off. Fuck off. Why couldn't it happen? Literally, I looked at Katie Summers last night. She's like, nah. I go, bullshit. Bullshit. I have my bottled water. Trust me. I'd be sipping on this fucking shit. I'd be like, oh, that goop just died. Yeah, he looks good. Let's go cut up his ass. Katie'd be like, what do you mean? I'd be like, cut up his ass. You seen him live, didn't you? No. But motherfucker, you didn't see it live. I came out. I was too young. Okay. You're going to take this piece of glass from the window, and you're going to cut into that guy's ass. In his ass? Yeah, in his asshole? Not his asshole! His ass cheek. His ass cheek. Why not we just cut off his dick, and it's like a shish kebab, a shishka dick. I never thought about that. I would actually have to pause and go, good point. Why did they cut into each other's asses on Alive? Why did they just cut the dicks off and they'd have a dick kebab? Good point, Katie. Go grab some dicks. Katie'd be swimming out. She'd be like, oh, hi. Click. She'd have to collect a ton of dicks because you know Goop's dicks are like that big. I'd be like, honey, don't forget you got to get double because a Chinaman's dick is only that big. She'd be like, don't worry, I'm ahead of you. I already got 13 dicks. I'd be like, what are you doing? She'd be like, are you eating dick already? No. I'd be like, motherfucker, don't you eat dick without me. Don't you eat dick without me. You get back here with them dicks. I'm sorry. I'll get an extra dick. Hold on, I'll get the extra dick. She comes back. I got the dicks. I'd be like, all right, let's start eating. It's dinner time. I got the vitamin water. Let's have our dicks. And me and Katie would eat little Goop dicks. Vitamin water. And I'd have the iPod. And we'd fucking, listen, you think I'm fucking joking? You think I'm fucking playing around? You think I'm playing a fucking game? I'm not playing a fucking game. I'd say she's got about 32 dicks, okay? She's got about 32 dicks. I got the fucking vitamin water. We're sitting there. We're eating them raw. It's fucking sushi. Them fucking gooks, they're into sushi. We get done with the fucking, we're eating the dicks. We get done with a little sip of fucking vitamin water, and then I tell Katie, let's have a good time now and relax. And then guess what happens, guys? We start this doing. I got my fucking iPod. I'm like, you ready, baby? We're in the water. I'm like, how you feeling? She's like, I'm feeling good. I got a belly full of dick. I got some vitamin water. And I go, what are you doing? She goes, let's do a fucking selfie. And I go, you got a camera on there? She goes, I do. And I go, you do? She goes, fuck yeah. And I go, let's do it, baby. She goes, here we go. And we're dancing in the fucking water. Belly full of dicks. And vitamin water. Oh! Oh! So, I think it's perfectly plausible for them Chinese motherfuckers to be floating at sea and possibly some of them alive and have been feeding on dicks and vitamin water. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out tonight if there's any truth to this. And if there is, we're going to bring it to you on the night show. So anyways, it's a Rob Black program. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope we were somewhat informative. And all we know right now is they're on their way to inspect the debris. It's about 80 feet floating. And hopefully there's some Chinamen on there. And they survived by eating each other's dicks and having vitamin water. And hopefully it will work out for the best. Anyways, it's the Rob Black Show. We're out of here. We're going to see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. And we'll give you all the news. If Brad Armstrong reached out and gave us a play date time so we could do a little Rush Limelight. B, if Tom Byron has details on the XRC Awards coverage. And C, if I will do more selfies. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rob Black Show. As always, promoting intolerance, hate, death, and destruction. And we'll see you guys tonight.